So what are the different styles or types of folds you can request to have your apparel arrive to you folded in? There are a couple of different ones, and the big importance with this is that any retail printer can easily put them in these different folds. It's as simple as just asking when you place your order. But if you're aware of what you need ahead of time and you can have it show up to you like that, it not only saves you a lot of time by having to do it yourself, but it can also save you money if you have associates that you have to put on payroll. The other thing is most of them will come from us in a very uniform way, ready to go directly on your shelves versus having employees that maybe that's not their full-time job. So even if you do have them fold them, they're not going to look great and they're not going to look the same. So having them come to you that way is a big save when we're looking at time and money. So let me show you what each style of fold is and the common ways that they are used. So here are each of the common folds that you can have your shirt show in. This first one is a typical one for retail brands. It looks like this, normally goes on a traditional retail gondola style display. That's just a normal retail fold. It's really great for displaying front chest graphic and makes everything look very uniform and clean. The next one is a quarter fold. This one is a really great one if you're doing a lot of online ship and direct fulfillment to your customers, because it easily goes into a poly mailer and it's a great option to quickly have to do flat online order fulfillment if you're putting them in flat envelopes. It's also great in a retail location. Say you have a left chest graphic on there versus a retail fold, because it will highlight that, whereas traditionally on a retail fold, if it's a left chest graphic, it's going to kind of get lost in the side here somewhere. So that's another good use for a quarter fold. The next one is the Ranger roll. That means the shirt is rolled up and kind of packaged on its own like this. This is another really good option if you have limited storage, or again for online fulfillment, especially if you're putting stuff in tubes or like poster mailer type things. It's another great option. And yeah, again, if you don't have a lot of room for storage of stuff flat, the Ranger roll is a good option for that. The next one is just a single fold. It's just in half and it'll come in your box in stacks of shirts all individually like this. This is a really great fold if you're doing events, on-site events, and that's because you can have your volunteers or your staff or whoever's working pull each individual shirt off the top and they're not bundled up in each other, and yet they can still easily see the graphic and see what they're pulling. That way nothing's getting mixed up. So that's just a normal single fold, and it's honestly just folded in half. That's all that is. And then the final one that most t-shirt providers will give you is called a bulk pack or a printer's pack. And it'll come in groups of either 10 or 12 like this, and they're all in the same size. And it's pretty standard. This isn't bad if you have a ton of bulk packaging and you're going to have to uniquely or individually package each one in some way. But it is not a great option if you're in a retail setting, if you're an online fulfillment setting, or if you're in an event setting. But it's just as simple as knowing each of these folds and asking your printer when you place the order to make sure you put them in the appropriate fold. So there's all your 5 different kinds of folds. Let me know what you think and let me know if there's anything we didn't include.